it's better to try, and it's better to reach out than to spend your existence thinking, oh, I wish I had done this, or I wish I could have done that. My name's Nylander. I'm the Global Marketing Director for Unruly. Unruly is a video marketplace. And what we aim to do is get videos of our advertisers seen by their target audiences. Our secret sauce, or the thing that makes us different or stand out, is that we have got about 12 years worth of experience in emotional targeting and testing. So we're able to look at a video and see if it emotionally resonates with the audience. And then basically that's what we use to make our campaigns really work for our advertisers and our brands. One of the things that I'm really lucky about is that I've always worked in the media industry, and the media industry as a whole is very relaxed. So if you come to our office, it's very rare that you would be able to look at somebody in the way they're dressed and say, oh, they're a particular level, or that person runs a team, because people really just come as they are. And that's kind of one of the greatest things that I love about the company is the culture. So our office for me, is a bit like a treasure trove or a playground. It's phenomenal. One day in my job that's exactly the same. I think that's why I like it. It's probably why I'm good at it, because it changes so much and there's so many things going on that it kind of works to the way that my brain works and keeps me engaged. Because I think, working in an office, depending on what you're doing, could become quite repetitive, but it's never like that for us at Unruly. So I have a team that work into me, and effectively my job is to help the team deliver all of their objectives and help the business deliver its marketing strategy. Now, the marketing strategy needs to feed into whatever the business strategy is. So the business will have goals that it needs to achieve, and then what I try and do is effectively create a marketing strategy that will help the business achieve those goals. And I do that in a variety of ways. I'm really passionate about women and people from ethnic minorities coming together and trying to sort of make a better community or society for themselves. So I grew up in Essex, but I had been living in Southeast London and realised that I didn't really know anybody locally, and all my friends and people that I hung out with were via work, which is all great. But if I wanted to go to an exhibition that was like maybe 10 minutes from my house, or go for a drink somewhere near me, I realised that actually I don't really know that many people. And I really wanted to get to know sort of more, just more people in the area. So I looked into what existed, and there wasn't really anything that really spoke to me. I couldn't find any groups that I felt like were the right type of level, because a lot were maybe centered around women that were having children, or there were groups for I'd say like people that were much, much older than I was. And I was kind of like, I kind of want something that sits in between. And so I set up a social enterprise called Wildflowers of London. Our first event, I had about 50 people turned up. I was really overwhelmed because I didn't think that would be. And it's kind of just evolved from there. And we meet up every month. At the moment, obviously, during COVID, we're just doing stuff online. But normally I have a speaker or a theme, and it's all about self-development and empowering women to sort of make decisions for themselves and have local friends. Personally, I think the situation or the world that we live in at the moment offers young people I think a wealth of opportunities, and I mean this just by the advent of technology and how accessible it is. And I know that, you know, everybody has different situations, but if you are able to access the internet and you do have some type of device to get on that, I think that opens up just so many opportunities for you, and the ability to meet people that have shared interests that you just wouldn't have, what I didn't have when I was growing up. So I think if there's something that, you know, you're not getting in school or college, or you don't have access to, I think go find it, and you can create a world or a community that really speaks to who you are, or what sort of nourishes your soul or your passions. It's better to try, and it's better to reach out than to spend your whole existence thinking, oh, I wish I had done this, or I wish I could have done that. Because one of the things that I have it on my LinkedIn, is that, you know, if you want some advice or mentoring, just to give me a shout. For me, I want to feed the industry with like burgeoning new talent with new ideas. And if somebody reaches out to me and asks me what they could do to get there, then I'm going to try and give them as best advice as I can. So I think it's just, instead of focusing on what could go wrong, focus on the opportunity. Because if that person does get back to you, and then you are able to get, you know, a meeting with them or a coffee, and it could potentially lead to more. Yeah, I definitely think we're at a juncture point. I don't think, you know, things are starting to change. I think the world of work is going to be really interesting moving forward. What it looks like, who knows? And that's what's going to be really exciting about it. I think, you know, I don't see the world of work going exactly back very quickly. So I think for some people there's wider opportunities, and what I mean by that is that, you know, there are people that potentially, because of their home circumstances, you know, may not have been able to move to London, for instance, because of like socioeconomic reasons. And, you know, for media and advertising, it's very London centric. So, you know, there might be opportunities for people now to be able to, you know, have long-term working from home opportunities. I think you've got to not let stuff hold you back, like really try and forge forward. Don't be afraid to be reaching out to people. Often there's more people in the world that want to help you, or that will help, than people that will shut the door on you. So I think it's about, you know, doing your best to sort of really not let circumstances hold you back, and use sort of whatever passion that you have for what you want to do, sort of utilize that and learn, grow, find people that can help you learn, grow. And then just keep doing that. And I think that's what will give you the momentum to keep moving forward and reach ultimately the goals and the places that you want to get to.